In this video, we'll be taking a look at subqueries. So as the name suggests, a subquery is a query within another query. So you could look at it as a select statement within a select statement, right? It is also called an inner select or an inner query, and is typically enclosed in a parentheses. So here in the human resource schema, we have the employee table. So now let's do a select 1000. Now within the employee table, we have a column called vacation hours. So let's say we want to find the employees with vacation hours more than the average vacation, then we can find the average vacation hours and then filter the records based on the average we found, right? So here I have a simple select statement that finds the average vacation hours. So when I execute this, I get an average hour of 50. This statement just selects from the employee table. Now I can add a where clause and say vacation hours is greater than 50. But as you know, over time the number of vacation hours will change as employees utilize their vacation hours. So hard coding the value of 50 here is not a good idea. So what we can do to achieve the same result is replace the 50 with a query. Now this query will become the inner query or the subquery. So I'm going to replace the 50 and get the select statement from above. Let's copy this, or should I say cut. Now let's paste it here. Now let's close the bracket. Now let's execute the statement. And as you can see, we got the same result. You can also use subqueries in join statements. Basically, you're deriving another table. For instance, if we want to know which employees have more vacation hours than the average for their job title, we can achieve this by using subquery to derive another table. So let's take a look at a query that you can use to achieve this. So the first thing you need to do to achieve this is that you need to write a separate query to achieve the average vacation hours for each job title. So this query has returned the result for each job title. So as you can see, the accountant has an average hour of 58, account managers 57, so on and so forth. Now what you need to do is visualize this result as a table, right? So now you need to join this result set from the subquery with the employee table. So you will be joining on the job title. From the outer query, you can access values from the inner query. So you specify the alias for the table and then the column that you want to access. So here we are accessing the average vacation column that was calculated within the subquery. Now when we execute this statement, you get the result set with the accountant, the vacation hours which they have, and the average vacation hours for that job title. So we can add another filter clause here. So we are going to say and job title is equal to accountant. Now we will see all the accountants and their vacation hours that is over the average hour. So now we're just limiting the result set to accountants, right? So we should only see results for the accountants. As you can see, I have a red squiggly here. This is saying that the column is ambiguous because now basically we have two tables, right? The inner query as well as the outer query which has job title in it. So to specify which job title we are using, then we need to specify the table alias. So in this case, we can say E1. Let's execute. And here we have only one accountant within the database. Then if we change it to janitor, we should get more than one rows. So here we can see we have two janitors that have vacation hours higher than the average. Here are a few things that you need to consider when using subqueries. The distinct keyword can't be used with subqueries that include group by. The compute and into clause can't be specified. Order by can only be specified when top is also specified. A view created by using a subquery can't be updated. It's also important to note that there's no performance difference between statements that include a subquery and a semantically equivalent version that doesn't. In the next lecture, we'll be taking a look at common table expression, also referred to as CTE.